Well, it's inspiration time, and my name is Felix Akodazi. Welcome to a time of impact, a time where you will be inspired for the next level. Well, today I'll be doing something for the women, and I've started a series on women empowerment. So everything that you're about to hear on this is strictly going to be for the women. And if the men have something they want to learn, definitely they can't learn, but I'm doing a series on women empowerment anyway. And today I have with me here one who is an example of a woman who is empowering people. She has been empowered to empower people, and she's making a lot of impact, and her story is inspiring. She is, I should start from a model, she's a television presenter, she is a humanitarian, and a whole lot. She will introduce herself, and then she will tell you what she does. My guest for today is Afi Antonio, and she will be sharing with us on some things that will help you, especially if you're a woman, to rise to the top. I heard her talk once and I said, I have to do an interview with her. Her story is inspiring and you need to hear it. So don't go anywhere. This is inspiration. If you're watching us on television, we want you to go on YouTube. It is INSPIRATION, Inspiration with Felix Dazi. You go on there, Inspiration with Felix Dazi. You go on there. We want you to subscribe and also share with your friends and your loved ones. And don't forget, if you're watching this on television, this is showing on Truth TV, on your multi-TV dial, and it shows on Thursdays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. respectively. After this break, my guest for today, we are in her home and she'll be sharing exciting stuff with us. Don't go anywhere. This is Inspiration. I'll be back. My guest for today is Afi Antonio. Welcome.
Thank you.
Anyway, for those who don't know you, I'll allow you to introduce yourself so that they get to know you. All right.
Okay, so my full name is Philomena Essina Afi Antonio, but okay. I use the latter part. So okay. A lot of people know me as Afi Antonio.
Okay.
Well, I'm a humanitarian. I love to help people. I love to see people happy.
Okay.
So I love to help people. I'm a TV personality.
Okay.
I've modeled before.
Wow.
I've done a few things. I've acted also before.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, my dad is an old soldier. My mom a trader. We were born in Burma camp.
Oh, so you're a Burma camp lady. Girl. Did you stay in Burma camp for long?
We left there when I was moving to class 6.
Oh, okay.
So I ended Kutuka Primary at class 5.
Okay.
I furthered at 48 Engineers.
Okay.
Where I completed, and then now came to Nungwa Secondary. My dad built his house here in Nungwa, Adogono.
Okay.
So we moved into his house after he retired.
Okay.
And then I furthered here at Nungwa Secondary, went to Takrady Polytechnic. So
okay.
Yeah, I have a brother after me, and our last born is a girl.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are the firstborn?
I'm the first on the side of my mom.
Okay.
My dad had children before meeting my mom. So
okay.
I have a half brother. Yes. And my half sister passed like 6 or 5 years ago. So
okay.
6 years ago, yeah.
Okay.
So it's left with just my half brother now. So in total, the children, we are 4.
All right.
But I'm the first on the side of my mom.
All right.
Yes.
That's great. Growing up, did you notice this is what you were going to do? That you were going to do because you did television presenting at some point. You did modeling at some point.
Yes.
Okay.
So how it started? Let's say I love photos, and there was a time my best friend told me I had a very beautiful skin.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, and I don't have very straight legs. I have knock knees, what they call knock knees. So I wasn't comfortable doing the runway thing. Ghanaians have a certain picture of a model. You need to be perfect, straight legs, everything. So I didn't have the confidence to do runway, although I've done some few runways thanks to Step of Solid Multimedia.
Okay.
Yes, Ezekiel Tete. He's the one who, coached me to be on TV. He put me on TV for the first time. So he has made me who I am today. I would say that. So I owe that to him.
Was it 30 minutes? Which program was that?
No, with 30 minutes, it was Siddiq.
Well, Siddiq was okay.
Doing it, yeah.
That's so 3FM, 3...
The boss of
3 Music.
Okay,
yes,
Siddiq, okay. Yes. So we go way back. Around that time, I was with them and all that.
Okay.
But I wasn't doing that. I was doing something else. Sometimes when Fashion GH, I'll go out and do the interviews when we go for events, Ghana Music Awards and all that. I do the red carpet interviews sometimes. So, yeah. And then I told him that I wanted to be a model. And he said, okay, it would be good to go to a modeling school or something like that so that I'll get formal training for it. Although I don't want to be a runway model, I still need to join an agency to be trained and everything. So he pushed me and I joined one agency. Have you forgotten their name? Yeah, I joined one agency. So that was where...
Which year are we talking about?
Sorry?
Which year are we talking about?
Hey, it's been long.
It's been long,
yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, it's been long. So I got the training, the formal training as a model. I did runway and, did the photo modeling thing. But I decided to focus on the photo modeling because I felt I'm comfortable with photos, and photographers will know how to take the photos, not to show your shortcomings and all. So I felt comfortable with the photos. So that's how the modeling thing started. And at that time, it was High Five. There was no Facebook.
There was no Facebook.
So you can see how long I'm talking about.
High Five, I was in secondary school by then.
Okay. So it was High Five, and I was posting my photos. I was having a lot of, likes and comments. I'm like, okay, this is getting somewhere. So at that point, I'm like, why don't I use the platform to help people since I have people following me, a number of people
on High Five.
On High Five.
Okay.
So then Facebook also came along the way. So I decided to use my space to, be the mouthpiece of people who are not seen, like the person will post about her problem and no one will see it or anything. So I will do that for the person. So I started helping people even before I registered my foundation.
Wow, on social media?
On social media.
You started helping people?
Yes. Okay. So I'll post about their issues and I'll get help for them.
Wow.
So that pushed me to now register my own foundation.
Which story do you remember that you saw?
So
and
there was this girl, Selena. She is disabled.
Okay.
In one leg, I think she has the metal shoe thing, and she has a child. Right? Yeah, she has a child, and she said she looks up to Nana Aba Anamoah, and she would love to meet her one day. At that time, I was producing my own TV show, which was airing. We aired on ETV for some time, came to Varsat for some time, and then aired the final ones on GH1.
GH1, okay.
So sponsorship was becoming a problem. So I put a stop to it. The show was called Celebrity Delivery, where I'm able to bring together celebrities and their fans, or mentors and their fans. So you get to spend time with your mentor or celebrity. You ask whatever question you've always wanted to. We always see them on TV. So I try to do that connection. So sometimes they go to the gym together. After we go to a restaurant, they eat and they talk. So
you are not new to television at all?
No, at all.
Yeah.
So Selena sent a message and wanted to meet Nana Aba Anamoah because she looks up to her, blah, blah, blah. So I was curious and I asked her, where is the child's father? And then she opened up and told me the guy left her because she refused to abort the baby. And now she's a single mother and it's not been easy for her, blah, blah, blah. So I thought about it then. I'm like, would she want me to tell her story on my social media?
On your space?
Yes, and see if there will be help. And I'm sure people will share, and Nana Aba Anamoah will even see and will want to see her. So At first, she was, she wasn't.
A bit skeptical.
Yeah, she didn't want to because she was like, "What if the guy sees it?" And I'm like, "Don't worry. If he sees it and he wants to cause any trouble, just let me know. I will deal with it." So I finally posted about the issue. People shared. Nana Aba-Anamoah saw it and asked to see her. So she went to meet Nana Aba-Anamoah, and they even allowed her to do some sort of attachment at GH1.
Wow.
For some time. Yes.
Wow.
So that's, some of the things, I was using my space to do. At that time, I hadn't registered my foundation yet. So I was, doing such things. And then finally, friends were like, if this is what I want to do, why don't I just register a foundation and do it properly and know that I'm doing it? So before I registered my foundation, people knew me for helping people. So it was very easy when I put something out there. It's easy to get the support. Yeah, so that's how I started.
Do you think social media space can be used to empower a lot of women?
Oh yes,
and also help a lot of people.
Of course, I've been able to help a lot of people. I can't even count a lot of people through social media. If you use it for bad, you get the bad results. If you use it for a good thing too, you get the good result. I've been able to send a little girl who needed surgery to South Africa for surgery just through social media,
Okay.
Yes.
And, a little girl?
Yeah, she needed surgery and I raised funds for her. As for the surgeries, we've done so many under my foundation.
Wow.
Yeah, so all this I use social media. I always commend my social media followers because I haven't ever had any corporate entity and it's not like I don't even write to them. I've written a lot of proposals, spoken to individuals who I know they are rich. Some people that I wish to meet, like Mr. Despite and other people, the people who are supposed to lead you to them don't make it possible. It's so difficult. So I decided, okay, now I'm tired of trying to reach out to these people and writing proposals. Let me just use the social media because that's what I've been using all this while. So as for my followers there, I'm so grateful to them. As soon as I post something, they will send. If little by little we are able to get the money and I support whoever needs the help. At the moment this Christmas, I didn't really know what to do. I wasn't so sure. I had wanted to. Last year we did a party for one orphanage, Great Mission, here in Greda Estate.
Greda Estate, okay.
And I had wanted to do something of the sort. I'm like, okay, I was thinking about it. My project manager too has traveled, so it's just me and the work is overwhelming. So I'm like, okay, this year I won't do anything. Then Farida Bedoué called me.
Okay.
You know Farida?
No, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you go and look for her.
I'll go and look
read
for
about
her.
her.
Okay.
Yes, she's how do I put it? She has cerebral palsy, but she's doing really great.
Okay.
She does a lot of things.
I think I've seen her on TV before. Yes, I've seen her on TV before.
She just called me out of the blues and was like, "Is my foundation doing something this Christmas for the underprivileged or something?" I'm like, "Well, I'm still thinking about it. I wanted to do party for an orphanage, but I see that during the festive season the orphanages get a lot of people going to them there. So then I was like, okay, maybe the street children. And she brought up the idea that she's always wanted to support women in prison because people don't really think of them,
those when it comes prison.
Yes, women in prison. So I'm like, okay, so that's not a bad idea. We can partner and do that, instead of me doing the street thing. So I did a post about it. So far I think I've received like 1,004.
Wow.
I did a post like 2 days ago about the prison thing. So God willing, we've not set a date yet.
Okay.
Yes, so we'll go to Nsawam, buy some few things for the women. Merry Christmas this festive season. Yes.
Okay. How did you recognize that you have a heart for people? At what age did you? Because there's always a certain time or a certain season in a man's life that he realizes that this is my passion. This is what I was born to do. At what point did you realize that?
I can't say that I can really make out the time. I think when I started with Selena's case, Then I had another, like people started reaching out to me with their problems, and I feel fulfilled when I'm able to help someone and I see the person smile. Now the person is happy, the person is okay. Sometimes the money or the support they need is something small that we don't really regard. Someone just needs 50 cedis to change something, like,
and people need it actually.
50 cedis, but you and I will ask, what is 50 cedis? You get it. It's a big deal to someone. So seeing people happy, it's fulfilling, even if I don't get any reward for it. As long as the person, I feel I've been able to help the person and the person is now okay, I'm so happy and I'm so fulfilled, you know. So I wouldn't be able to put, you know, a time to when I felt this was what I wanted to do. I was just enjoying it and just going with it. And then along the line, the autism thing came in. I didn't really plan to do anything on autism. It just happened. You know?
Are you able to so relate with them? Because I've seen several interviews of you. I've seen you talk about it with so much passion. Seen them relate with you as if they've known you already, and you are able to actually relate with them too. Let's talk about it. At what point and what actually inspired you that I am going to take autism as a project, a humanitarian project, in order to seek help for these people or individuals?
Like I said, I didn't really set out to do anything on autism. I just stumbled upon it. Like a mother posted a photo of the daughter. That's Nanaya. She's the first person I started with. Yes. So she posted a photo of her on Facebook and said that she needed someone to help her become a photo model because she's pretty, she has a beautiful skin, she has a beautiful smile. So someone commented with my name under the post. That's how come I saw the post. And around that time, I was doing more of the photo modeling. So I saw the post and I was like, oh, okay. I had booked a photo shoot session with Kweku David. At that time.
CTFM now.
Yeah. He's now with, So I called him and asked him if he was okay that I come with Nanaya for my photo shoots. And he said he's fine, he doesn't have a problem. So that's how we started. And then we took the photos, I posted it, it went viral. A lot of people didn't believe that the girl had autism. You know, the photos came out so beautiful. And then another mother contacted me after seeing the photo, saying that she also wants me to train the daughter to be a photo model. So that's how I ended up in that space. So it wasn't something I really set out that I was going to do this. And then when I started, I loved it. I love the children. They make me happy, you know.
They do.
Yeah. You know, they do stuff that will make you laugh, you know. And you'll be talking to them, although they don't understand you. They will also try to do something, you know.
They don't understand the language.
They can't talk. Most of them are non-verbal. They can't talk, but because of the training, when you say something or you make certain gestures, they understand what you mean. And if you say sit down, she understands, she'll sit down. If you say Yakoba, cross your legs, she'll sit and cross her legs, you know. So they can hear and understand, but they can't speak because they are non-verbal. So I just enjoy their company, and anytime they see me, they know we are going to take photos, they know we are going to make up, and they like makeup and they like the photos. So I just enjoy, and I decided to, you know, try and champion that cause to try to let society know that they are just like us, you know. So the discrimination and the stigma, we need to put a stop to it, because a lot of parents are locking their children at home.
They don't introduce them,
their children at home because of the stigma, you know. When you take your child out, because of some of their behaviors, people will be looking at you some way, you know, and mommy we nebano and then no want to know, like, you know, those things. But the child has a challenge until you get closer to find out from the parents, oh, it's like your child is doing, why is she okay? So that the parents will also be able to educate you that, oh, my child has autism and this is autism. That's how the education will keep moving for people to understand. But if we are stigmatizing them. Parents feel uncomfortable for people to know that they even have children like that. A lot of people have them and they are locking them in at home. Like when they are going out, they just leave them at home. Like a lot, I even hear, you know, some of the caregivers, there are caregivers that go to homes to take care of such children. And I hear one of our top politicians, they has a child like that, you know, but people don't know. People don't know. If people like that are able to come out, it will help the ordinary people who also have children like that to have the, you know, boldness to also come out with their children. So I'm just trying to advocate so society will understand that they are not river children, they are not cares, because that's the perception they have. Recently, someone killed a child who has autism because they say you see, so all these things, they are myth, it's not true. So we are just trying to let society understand that they are like us, they do, you know, they are so intelligent. There are things they can do that we can't do, you know. It's just the communication bit that, you know, because when you find a child that has autism and it's like 16 years, the child will be behaving like a child who is like 4 or 5 years. So you don't treat her like a 16-year-old. Yeah, you treat the person like a younger, you know, a 5-year-old. Yes.
Did you have to study about it? You entering it, did you have to study about it? That experience over research or something?
At a point, you know, when I started, Nanaya's mom helped out because I was now trying to understand what autism was and all that. So she was able to educate me on what it is. And I also read about it later when I started. So with time, being with them, I learned other things as well. You know, you need to be patient with them when it comes to them. If you are angry, you won't get anything out of them. And there are times when they have their meltdowns and they won't even want to do anything you ask them to do. There are times if we have a photo shoot and they are not in the mood, they have their meltdowns. There's nothing you can do to, you know, get what you want out of them. So then it means you have to cancel and find another day to do it. So you have to understand them to be able to enjoy them.
Okay. When you were starting, did you hear things that actually nearly made you give up on these projects, humanitarian projects and all that?
Well, with the autism, I had people who were like, hey, you are now going to get married though. But this is not something that is contagious. There's no way, because you are mingling with them, you also have a child like that. It's not so. So I wasn't bothered. And with the other things will be the surgeries that I need to raise funds for. Sometimes it's very difficult, you know, when you are unable to realize the amount needed on time. When it's an emergency, the person really needs the money for the surgery to be done, you know. Like with the girl that we took to South Africa for the surgery, we needed to do the surgery for both ears, but the money was so huge, and there were 2 girls that had the same condition, but the money involved was so huge. We could raise funds for only one person, and even that was part of the money. So we did only 1 ear. We couldn't do the 2 ears.
Both ears.
The money involved was so huge, and it took us over a year to realize part of it. So
and that's huge.
It's very crazy. Like sometimes you get sad that you won't be able to help as many people as you wish. As I'm talking to you right now, someone sent me a message on LinkedIn not long ago, sending me a photo of someone that she wants me to help if possible, you know. And some of these things, that's the message she just sent me not so long ago. And I just told her I have a lot of pending people. I have a lot of people on my list that I need to support, you know. And my foundation is not such a way that we have some money seated in our bank account, so we'll be able to help a lot of people. Mine is more like pay as you go. When the case comes, I raise funds for the case. We are done before I can pick another case and raise funds, and then, you know, so it's not like I have some money seated somewhere. I have a lot of people who need support. Someone called me crying. One of the doctors in Korle Bu gave her my number because the doctor knows I've been helping people, and I supported about 5 children who had surgery in Korle Bu. So the doctor has my number and gave it to the lady. The lady called and was crying. The mom has brain something. They have to do surgery. It's 60,000 Ghana cedis or something. I'm like, the money involved is too much. And raising that amount of money using social media, it will take so long. So I won't be able to help her. If it were to be 7,000, 5,000, that one I can manage. That may take about maybe a month or 2, depending on, you know, Ghanaians like nyeme mobo. So when you post a photo of the person or brenya, they are attached more to Ghanaians. Deliver, that's the truth, you know. So Mikachen says 60,000 dear.
For now.
And then for us to get that money. So I prefer taking smaller ones. I mean, say metimi enya sikano na media a man amaya surgery, you know. And she's like, oh, any amount, even if it is 2,000. I'm like, if I get you 2,000, what will 2,000 do? Where will you get the rest? And they will find it somewhere. I'm like, no, I don't do my thing like that. When I take it up, I want to do everything. Because the amount of 2,000, they can win to me, then that 2,000 will be able to help someone who needs only that 2,000 to get surgery done. So she cried and cried and cried. I told her she should try some of the TV stations and radio stations. So these are some of the heartbreaking, you know, things that comes with what I do. Sometimes I wish I could help a lot of people at the same time, but it's not possible.
But the limitations and all that.
Yeah, because it's just my social media, and people send 1 CD, 5 CDs, 10 CDs. Once a while, someone will send 100 CDs. You know, once a while, someone living abroad may send $100. You know, but the small ones are more. You know, so it's very difficult. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's great. Now for women, you've done a lot in the media space, in the humanitarian space. For women, we're talking women empowerment. Do you think women have a role to play in national development?
Oh yeah, why not? Women, we are everything. When you come home, it's the woman. You know, as for that one there. Women are compassionate people. We are not like you guys. You can close your eyes and do wicked, you know? So before a woman will do something, they emotionally and everything attach to it before they do, you know. So women really have a say when it comes to women empowerment. As in, people look up to women. As in, I think recently I broke down. Recently, I broke down.
Okay.
As in, I've been expecting something and I've been working on it, and I thought this is it. I'm true with it, and then I found out it didn't work out. So, and this is something I've been working towards for a very long time. It's emotionally draining, physically, everything, you know. So it really got to me and I broke down. I cried. I so much cried. My eyes were all swollen. And I did the crying video on social media.
You did?
Yes. So people saw it and were surprised. Is this the stronger feel we know? You know, hey, we look up to you. So if you know, if you are crying, what will we do? I think I met, just this week I went out and I met one of my followers on social media. Say afipa me who say wusu social media me say na wa afipa why show no wusu and I'm like, yeah, it's good to let people know that so you know we also go through these things and so to encourage someone. And then a white friend sent me a message saying that he's really grateful for the video I did. He saw it. He is encouraged knowing that we all go through some of these things sometimes. I think he's not he's not too well. He went through surgery and the wife is divorcing him at this time when he's gone through surgery. So he's going through a lot. Unse why it's so me very emotional. So he's going through a lot. And when he saw my video, he was like, he was very much encouraged. He thanked me so much. So some of these things, you know, it's good to let people know that you are strong, but there are times where you also break down. It is what it is. So, so yeah, I think women have a say, and people buy into women than men.
Yeah.
So something that will be small, it will take forever for it to get done. But if you,
but why are you on men today? What have the men done? What have men done to you? What have they done to you?
Men haven't done anything to me.
Yeah, you are the fear men. Are you on the fear men? Or
me, I don't fear any man.
You don't fear any
man? No.
Thank you.
I fear only God.
Only God.
Yeah. I don't fear man, but you need to be careful
exactly.
around men
and
women. Oh yeah, and women.
Okay.
But men, you know, recently someone started chatting me up. We've not met before, you know, and then he wanted to take me out. We went out for the first time, and then the next time the message is he wants us to meet so that we'll be intimate.
Wow, just like that.
Exactly. I'm like, what is it with sex when it comes to men? Like, don't you want to at least get to know me kakra and see, say, if I'm the kind of woman you want to be with, or let me also get to know you and see whether you are the kind of man I want to.
Exactly.
We've established that we like each other. That's fine, but that doesn't mean say we should hop into bed like and yo nah, and it's like oh you know, if it will happen, whether right now or later it will happen, but I prefer later. Then I know you better, and I know said whether it's okay for me and Sana, but not. I'm like, no, I can't. So okay, I've realized what you want, so you good luck with whatever you are looking for. Fine, you know. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can't show. You know, I don't.
Away.
No.
Interesting.
No. So yeah. So
you think women accomplish things faster?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Than the men.
You know, when you urban packaging now sometimes we are able to, you know, use our looks to get stuff.
Yeah.
If you're a smart woman, you get it done and the person won't be able to have access to your body. But if you are not smart, that is when you end up, you have to sleep with them before they do the things for you. But smart women are able to play along. On touching but obey no pepe.
Wow. Yeah. Do you get to encounter that in your field?
Oh, plenty.
In your field, you are looking for help for people too.
They don't care.
Not for yourself.
Yes.
For people too.
Yes.
Wow.
But you are getting help for the people. It is your name that is going out there. Say
okay.
So they feel that they are helping you. It is you they are helping. Yeah. I've encountered a lot of them. Recently, one MP cry. Yeah. Like, I am normal. It is normal. So it all boils down to you, the woman. Say, if you think you are okay to play ball like that, fine. But remember, so say, microphone is a normal.
Okay.
They'll talk about it. And no, from my back. See, we nyane dia. Me try me luck. You get it, and it will always be the case. We hear ne more. Just a one dance and one bow. You get it. So I just blocked him, and that's it. After all, sikana me shishana me dia abuano. Unti me mbuame. Me social media maybe a better and sana me sabe kan. By then. I'll get it. Yeah. Just say name temono and I mean yeah. But at the end of the day, I'll still get it anyway. So I know my worth. It's different if maybe we are friends and we get to like each other in that way. We are adults, you know, and we both want to have something like that. But not say
The work is there.
Sleep with me before I'll do it for you.
So that thing is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's there. Say unless you do this. Okay, so let's have something then I will help you. That thing really bores me. You have the money to help. So why would you want to sleep with me before you help me? I will prefer that that happens naturally, not that you would share me say this I want me dance. Let's like each other, and if that happens along the way, that's fine. But men say when me dance no.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. So how does let me put it in this way? How does a woman imbibe stuff into herself in order to ascend into greater heights?
I think that will depend on every individual. You know, what works for me may not work for someone else.
Okay.
So, for me, I would say that sometimes I tell myself, "Se obi etimiaya, denti na mi mintiminye." So that is what I always have in mind. Even no matter how difficult the thing is, I just remind myself, so why is it a me to me? So no matter how difficult it is, I will keep pushing and pushing till I get it done. So I don't like touching something and leaving it. I make sure say adia me dem insa beka me pese me ye bia no me make sure say I get it done, no matter how difficult it is. Like there was this project we used to do, Solar for Girls.
Okay.
And we provide solar lamps for children. Should I say children? Okay. Is it JHS final year students in off-grade communities, so that they'll be able to learn at night, extra hours, because they use lanterns, candles, which is not good for their eyes, you know. And we've been doing this for some time, but getting sponsorship at a point became so difficult. And see, it's been on hold for some time now. I remember we went to one MP. We were going to his constituency. So I managed to find his number, call him, and he asked me to come and see him at Parliament House. Okay. And then I went. So I told him all that we do, and that we are going to his constituency to give solar lamps to some of his children over there. He was like, oh, if he has something to give to his people, he would like to go and do it himself. He won't pass it through a third person or second person. I'm like, oh, but Honorable, this one, maybe you've not thought about it. We are already doing it. So support us so that we'll do it. And when we go, we'll tell them that it is from your MP. He was still saying the same thing, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, oh, as for his place, 3 years to come, they will have light. But there's some village behind his place. He's not sure when they will have light, so we should rather send it there. Wow. Yes, that's what he told me. Wasn't, you know, I didn't allow it to get to me.
Get to you.
Because me obi abeka say na wo kra wo constituency ne ekọ boa nti no wo ka sasem we ache me po and they nkompo biom. But when I was leaving, Omami saying 40 cedis was then for transport. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So he didn't support the project. Wow. But we still went to his constituency because that was where we've gone to do our wrecking, and we realized they needed it, and they knew we'd be coming and all that. So there was no way we can disappoint them. So we still went and gave it out to them, you know. So sometimes I think we have to be our own motivation. We have to be our own strength.
Your own cheerleader and all
that. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, but then it's possible. Like I said, so obi etimi aya, usu betimi aya, you know, yeah. Obi aya betimi aya. Wow.
Do you think we need a lot of young women in the area, in the humanitarian sector in Ghana?
Oh, why not?
Or in the part of the world? Do you think?
Why not? We, you know, there are a lot of people who need help. So if we get a lot more people like me trying to help people, it will help, you know. But if it's not something that is your passion, it will be difficult. If it is not, because the things I've been through, you know, that should have, broken me to say Adie why am I worrying myself? It's not baby dreaming.
At least you have what you eat, you have what you
I won't go hungry. It's not like I even make money. I'm spend
you are the one investing in it.
So it's like, you know what? Sometimes even the autism parents, it be more frustrating me a lot. Like seriously, some were saying I'm using their children to make money for myself, to make fame. Like they were saying a whole lot of things. At the end of the day, I'm helping you people, but then the same people you are helping will be the same people who will come and say things,
Life.
But that didn't stop me from doing what I'm doing, and I put together the Mr. and Miss Autism to help push, because it will be an annual thing. We do it every April, because April is the month set aside for autism awareness worldwide.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of the parents were saying that I was using their children to make money for myself, to be famous and all that. So the people you are helping will end up being the same people,
Yeah.
So if the person doesn't have that passion for it, at a point you just stop, because you feel your peace of mind is
being tampered with.
Yeah, it's more important than you helping people, and at the end of the day they will come and pay you back. There was one child I've been supporting for I think 2 or more than 3 years, and the father did something. As for them, I decided to stop because he went to Kofi TV without telling me, whilst I've been supporting him. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, he went to Kofi TV without telling me. Someone saw him and called me and asked me to go and watch Facebook Kofi TV. Or not Tihui. And Eniabre or Kasa. The part that killed me was when they asked him, is someone helping him? Oh, lady be a friend of Yamin Shano. Oh no, Abuain. And that was it. And you are someone I've been, I'm someone when I pick up your project, I just don't do small na major. I'm with you till all the problems I'm able to solve it. So with him, I was with him for like 3 years. They needed a place to stay. We got a place. Someone gave him a place. We had to go and redo the place, like
refurbish the place and all that.
We bought cement. We bought blocks. Even to roof the place and all that. There was no light there. We had to buy meter and make sure. And the daughter were paying fees for her. Like we did all these things. And so what call another platform to ask for help. Nani pano nyamincha de ono ankasa po ebisa se o ntina obi suso mumu ana. We say, oh sister be Afi. Who is Afi? Anyone can be Afi. Yeah. You know my foundation name. Why didn't you just say, oh, Afi Antonio Foundation? Waso ye muka craft till now? Because you don't have to mention all the things I've done. Because it's a lot. You can't. Say, oh, what generalize it? Afi Antonio Foundation and Abuain.
And he knows the name. He knows the foundation.
He knows the name.
He showed now because of
and
the
he's even coming. Waba mirror mu paper mu during my help time. No, we did a story and put him in the mirror and all that. You see, so I'm like, wow. So after the show, I called him. I'm like, so he was going to Kofi TV and he didn't tell me why. No, I would rather coach you on what to say, how to say it. You know, because I'm one ope. It is ono so betimi aboa e beti me breso. At least no bibi beba. What you say? So I don't know his mind. Until I told him, say, I can't help him. Baby, I'm a boy no. Major or honomo because Obi komu Kofi TV and the person I'm also using social media. Obi komu what would the person enya afi papa we na afi si oboa no eba ni se na wasa ba Kofi TV ana afi agisika no na onfa ma no you get it.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, cause Ghana has say ukoye bibi kakra bi pe no nipa ba kunya ka bibi na no ngwafo ehwia atare. I'm like, you know what, it's fine, I don't have a problem, but baby ayedru no, I'm done. I've done my part. and he pleaded, oh, into me besra mubium. And do you know where he kaswa weja dam say hifa?
Wow.
At that time I didn't have a car. Every time I make call mo just say me fa trotro. Peace. Na me try walk ako omo. Like I've done this for 3 years. And this how you want to thank me. You see, so some of these things, say odo like a idea, me mu na me ya. Oh, nka me jai da. Because some of these things are, you know, but then this is what nya media sha me say me nyanti no. Me nka say me jai because nipa mienu ba ku bi ayade amana ye me ya. You get it. So if you don't have the passion for it, you just stop at a point.
If you don't have the passion for it, you just stop at a point, and that's what we've been propagating, that your passion should be the fuel by which you do everything. Your passion should be the fuel by which all things are done. Anyway, so what's your next project? Our time is fast spent, but next time we'll do something deep with having compassion and all that. But what's your next project?
Oh, like I said, we will be visiting in Sawon prison.
Prisons and all that.
Yes, the women in prison, we want to get them something to also, you know, celebrate their Christmas. Their infirmary also sent us some medications they need.
Okay.
And I think most of them is high blood pressure and BP, you know. It's sad. Say, wow, who knew freedom? We are in so who need draw. So we are hoping, say, we'll get people, you know, contributing towards this project. So we'll be able to also get them what they need, so they can be happy. And I usually have free health screening.
Okay.
But this year I didn't do it. Okay. The last time we went to Cape Coast. We did it there in Cape Coast. And this year too, I didn't do the women empowerment. We usually go to find a region to go to and register people and train them to have a skill, how to make soap and all those things. You know, last time we went to my hometown, Angloga, we did it over there. This year we didn't do it, you know. Right. So maybe next year, hopefully.
That's 2023.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're watching, if it's 2023, you are watching this year.
Okay. Okay, I don't know when it's
so yeah. This year.
Okay.
2023.
So God willing, we have the Mr. and Miss Autism
coming up
in April.
In April, okay.
In April. So after that, God willing, we'll put together the other things. And then, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
So any number for anybody who wants to support the foundation or any detail?
Yeah. Most of the times, no, maybe born numbers, maybe Fred is
for under. Okay.
Go on. So
if
you are not coming to help, I beg, don't call. Why? I beg you. My number is 0246 827 858. 0246 827 858. Or you go to all social media platforms, be it LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. My name is Afi Antonio everywhere. You just type in at Afi Antonio. You find it AFIANTONIO at Afi Antonio. You find me there.
All right. Afi, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's been a pleasure talking to Afi Antonio.
Hey, and I want to say a big thank you to Verna Mineral Water.
Okay.
They've really, they've been with me since I started.
Verna,
I did the first autism talent show, and they were there, you know, to support me, and they have been there since up till now. Anything I do on autism, they support me. So I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Ali and the management at Verna Mineral Water, Trillium Industries. Thank you so much for the support you gave Afi Antonio Foundation. I'm really grateful. And all my followers on all my social media handles. I'm here because of you guys.
Wow.
Yes, without you, there's no Afi Antonio. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you too so much. All right, so that was amazing. I told you, women empowerment. A lot of women should also come to play in terms of humanitarian activities. And Afia Antonio has not just limited herself to the creative space. She's using her creative space to achieve and help other people. And you heard whatever she said. And due to that, she's won many awards, right?
Oh my
let's talk about your awards. Let's talk about, because I might steal one home. So which one is this? This is okay, Social Entrepreneur of the Year, Humanitarian Awards, Global
Awards.
Okay,
yes.
Okay.
And
this one is okay.
The same humanitarian awards. So different years.
Different years. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And this I think is Youth Excellence Award.
Wow, you won the Youth Excellence Awards for Foundation and NGO. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And
wow.
This Verna, Touching Lives.
Changing Lives and all that.
Yes.
Wow.
And this one is 40 under 40.
Wow.
Philanthropy and Charity. Yes, and I have Women Choice Awards over there, and Obasima over there as well.
Wow.
Yes.
You've done a lot.
Yeah.
You've done it. And you have the World Cup too there.
That was Goa. They honored me, Goa Awards some years ago.
Amazing work. Well, so that's it. We just spoke to Afia Antonio, and you heard whatever she said on philanthropy, on humanitarian stuff that she's doing. She's using her creative space to do that. My name is Felix Dazi. Thank you so much for joining me on INSPIRATION, that is Inspiration with Felix Dazi. If you're watching us on television, head straight to our YouTube channel, that is Inspiration with Felix Dazi, and we want you to subscribe, share with your friends and your loved ones. As we always say, we're here inspiring to impact, and that's it. And today we'll see you sometime on our next episode. Don't forget, your mind is the most powerful tool. Make sure you don't waste it. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.